Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. You're watching cherechiike. It's no longer news that the Covid-19 pandemic has seemed to hold the world ransom since its inception in December 2019. Yes, we're almost counting the years now. Over time, there have been variants of this virus, which includes the variants of concern and the variants of interest. And on the 24th of November 2021, yet another new variant was reported to the World Health Organization from South Africa. And on the 26th of November 2021, the World Health Organization named it Omicron after the 15th letter of the Greek alphabet. Now, what is the difference between the Omicron and the variants we've already heard about before now? Well, it might be difficult to say the difference between the two as of today, but we have two things to look at, and that is what is happening in South Africa, the rate at which it's spreading. It seems it's about to replace the Delta variant, which was discovered earlier before this Omicron. So it suggests that it might spread faster than the Delta variant. And secondly, the genome is quite unusual. It has a lot of the same mutation as found in the variants of concern, the Alpha, Beta, Delta, but it also has a lot of other mutations that could suggest might make the virus better at escaping immunity. Also, there are other concerns about this new variant, the Omicron. First would be the specific mutations on spike protein. Secondly, the number of mutations on spike protein, and it probably being the fastest spreading variant. The Omicron has over 30 mutations in spike protein, and this raises a lot of concern because it could mean that it could be more contagious, possibly cause more severe infection, and might be able to evade our vaccines. Well, none of this is set down, at least as of the record of this video, but there are high levels of concern there, judging from how it's spreading so far in South Africa. And then the question will be, will our vaccines stand the strength of this new variant? We asked the same question when Delta variant surfaced, but so far, thankfully, the vaccines on ground has been doing at least a good job at fighting this variant as well. But then, the Delta variant doesn't have the same number of mutations as this Omicron variant. So, from what we know so far, a specimen from the first case in South Africa was collected on the 9th of November 2021, and the United States scientists and the South African scientists are on top of the matter. They are collaborating to give us an exact data so we know what we are working with, what we are dealing with, so we don't have all those questions here and there. However, some countries have taken serious measures protect their citizens from this new variant. And one of the measures taken so far has been revolving around travel bans. Yes, countries like United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and some other many countries have placed a ban on South Africa, especially because that is where the first report was gotten from. And the South African government hasn't seemed to take this well, because over time they've been up to date about testing and their health facilities. And generally, they've been really doing a good job, and that is why they are able to dictate very fast if there's anything going wrong. And as soon as they found something, they reported. And then they're receiving the whole travel bans. And it's not just them, the surrounding South African countries are also under this travel ban. According to the South African Health Minister, He says that the reactions of some countries in terms of placing travel bans and other measures are completely against the norms and standards as guided by the World Health Organization. The UK went ahead to place a ban on them without even engaging them, and this has been a discussion on the table so far. People feel this is some kind of discrimination. So far, there have been about 23 countries with this variant across the world, and it seems like it's most of the African countries that are getting this huge travel ban. I just hope as we are praying and working against this COVID-19 pandemic, we are also praying and working against the virus that we've always been suffering from, the virus of seeing Africans as a huge problem to the world. I don't know, I am not about to have that discussion right now, but just to slide that in there, I just hope that we act better. Interestingly, this variant was actually traced back to the Netherlands. So, this variant has been in Netherlands but wasn't reported. But then the South Africans observed it and reported immediately. And this is what we get. The United States also has a record of this new variant. They're also taking measures to make sure our citizens are safe from the variant, which includes the travel ban. And for Nigerians, yes, there have been 3 records of the Omicron variant. And no, we didn't miss the travel ban from Canada, as well as some other countries that have placed a ban generally on all foreign countries. The World Health Organization has announced that this is a variant of concern and has a higher reinfection risk on the people it has already affected before. Our best pick right now can only be to still stay safe, maintain the COVID-19 rules. We know it's the festive season. Christmas is just by the corner and people are tempted. I mean, it's a tradition almost to travel back home and celebrate with friends and family. But let's not forget, until the war against COVID-19 is over, then it's not over. It's advised that before you try to travel this period, if you must travel this season, just make sure you are up to date with the latest on this new variant and everything concerning this COVID-19 pandemic. I mean, we might be looking at the 2020 bazaar. A lot of people traveled and they got stuck during the lockdown. My little advice would be stay put until we have results from people who are working on this. And thankfully, the vaccine makers are also doing their job. So in a few days' time, I believe we will have factual results and we will know what we are working with and know how best to follow it. Vaccines seem to remain the best shot at this period. To know that people are really dying and suffering from this virus, the best thing you can do is try to take all precautionary measures. And on that note, if you are yet to have your first COVID-19 vaccine and you would like to know what to expect after this vaccine, then you should watch this video over here. And if you have taken your first shot of the vaccine and you are ready to have your second shot of the vaccine, then this video here is meant for you. I hope you have a wonderful holidays. Stay safe and still have fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.